10
शुक्रिया मुझे मुझे बुलाने के लिए और एक मौका देने के लिए कि आप सबके बीच में मैंने अपनी कुछ कविताएं रखी और इतने अच्छे कार्यक्रम में मैं शामिल हुआ. थैंक यू.
थैंक यू डॉक्टर त्रिपाठी. यस, कर साहब आप कुछ बोलना चाहेंगे?
सर यही बोलना चाहूँगा कि थैंक यू त्रिपाठी जी ये 2 कविताओं के लिए, और बाकी सब जो वक्ता यहाँ पे थे जो मेरे बारे में इतने सारे अच्छे और एलिगेंट वर्ड्स बोले, उनको भी थैंक यू बोलना चाहूँगा.
एंड नाउ मूविंग फॉरवर्ड.
साहब 1 मिनट में आपको इंटरप्ट करता हूँ. ये मफल्ड स्क्रीम्स यानी कि ये जो चीखें हैं, ये एक्चुअली मफल्ड भी नहीं है. ये चीखें बहुत दूर दूर तक जा रही हैं. मैं आपको एक एग्जांपल दिखाना चाहता हूँ. ये चीखें कितनी दूर तक गई हैं और किन के कानों में गई हैं. इजाजत है?
हाँ एकदम.
Is Arnav Tripathi. I am a 9th grader who attends Strawberry Crest High School in Tampa, Florida. From a young age, I've always loved to read, and that's why I recommend The Muffled Screams of Buriganga to everyone who also loves to read. Because this murder mystery story not only contains elements of suspense, it also contains many elements of culture from South Asia. I recommend it to anyone who wants to learn about this culture or who is just here for the detective plot. I never expected such a well-written story from such a new author, and I'm honestly blown away by the immersivity of this story. For anyone who enjoys reading, I definitely recommend this to get you into the detective stories. It's an incredible read. I recommend it to everyone of all ages. Thank you.
You know, feedback from Florida.
वैसे आप सोचिए, हम बात कर रहे हैं हॉरर होगा क्या, ये होगा क्या. आप देखिए 9th ग्रेड का स्टूडेंट है यूएसए में, एंड हाउ दैट रीडर हैज एंजॉयड रीडिंग योर बुक, डॉक्टर कार.
So congratulations for that, for the great feedback that you're getting world over. And let us come back to Odisha. And I have an author over here in this August gathering who has written a unique book like what SD Kar has written, but he has written in non-fiction genre. That's called 15 Scientific Secrets of Your Extraordinary Mind. Well, relating the mind, the processes of the mind to simple postulates of science is not easy. But he has done this with a caliber that only he can do. Kedar Panda, who is a mind coach and author of this wonderful book that is behind him. Kedar Panda, please.
Thank you so much for giving this opportunity, and I congratulate Mr. SD Kar, and I'm really fortunate that...
Just a minute. Before Kepi starts, let me tell you, Kepi is a student of my father-in-law. Okay. So he is as much a Odia, like vernacular student as I am. But kudos to him that he has transcended that the Odia boundary, and he's like I have read the first chapter of his book, and I was floored. Go ahead, Kepi.
Thank you so much. Actually, to be very honest, actually, I'm not a reader of fiction kind of books and all. The moment I saw only 5 pages of this book, somebody has posted. I think Amna or somebody has posted in our group. And the moment I read those 5 pages, I was just going through, oh my God, this is something great and all. Then I told, let it be my first fiction book that I'm going to take it up. And Sadal sir and I had a discussion regarding we're not going to reveal anything about this book, but so many things are getting revealed over here. But thoroughly, because the moment I saw this book, I was going through parts of it, then I was getting a feeling of movie. And Kuna Bhai, we lovingly called Kuna Bhai because I used to see almost all his news to his programs and all. He's a very famous personality and a household name of Odisha. And I'm so happy that he's there. In my book launch, Prashad Nandji was there. And in this launch, Kuna Bhai is there. So famous movie personalities are coming over here. That is a great thing. And what I can say is, actually, this book, I don't want to get into the details of the book, but though it has been revealed a lot. But the thing is, the imagination, that's what I was also discussing with Saddal sir. Today also we had a discussion, in fact, and the way he thought of it, because see, there are so many authors, but the way he captured the thought and took it to a new direction and giving that life to every character in this, that is really, really, really amazing. And I have straight away have ordered the book also physical copy, because I don't like that much Kindle copies and all. But I have already ordered this copy, and I want to read it thoroughly, because everybody is telling that you have to finish that in one go. So I don't want to do that with the Kindle copy, and I'll be doing that. And second thing is keep on writing, and the way you are taking out the great authors, and I can see that you are one of the best author in this country. I can see that. I can feel that when, you are doing that. And really, really, thanks a lot, Kunabhai, to see you here. And Saddal sir is also there. I can tell about Saddal sir. He has written 16 books. He's an amazing, amazing author. And and this community, we have a author community over here, and one is there to push. We are all there to support each other and all. And that's the inspiration. Every time we see some kind of messages over here, and that inspires us. And I am actually a non-fiction writer. I'm not a fiction writer. So I don't get fiction in my mind. So I take a topic, I work on it, I do research, I take 50, 60, 100 interviews, then I think, I apply my mind and do my second book, third book, fourth, fifth, 5 books are planned already in pipeline. And I have a very hectic schedule of my corporate life, but still I'm managing with 2-3 hours every day. And weekends, I love to write and all. So this is how things are moving on. And I say all the best to ST, because we are some or other way we are connected. He already told his father-in-law is my sir, and I got beaten up by him number of times. I was doing something nonsense. And another thing is his wife is my classmate. So that's how I got connected. So we'll sometimes, very soon we'll be meeting. I'm staying in Koraput, by the way, now. Otherwise, I stay in Pune. So I stay in Koraput since last 1.5 years because of the lockdown. So very soon I'm going to come down to Bhubaneswar, and we'll definitely meet. And Kunabhai, also I'll present you my book as well. Thank you so much, everybody, and making this evening a wonderful evening and one of the finest. I can say it is a launch. And this is really, enriching everybody over here. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for giving this opportunity. Bye-bye.
Thank you, KP.
Yes.
In fact, KP, when you come to Bhubaneswar, just let me know. I'll like to accompany.
सद्दल सर, मेरे को कुछ थोड़ा इंटरप्ट करूं?
हाँ, बोलिए सर, ऑफ कोर्स।
सर जी, एक्चुअली मेरे को एक यहाँ अपील करना है, जो भी राइटर्स यहाँ हैं ना, मेरे को वो बताना है उनको। Right now, I'm the chairman of Odisha Film Development Corporation. Okay, so अभी उड़िया फिल्म जिस लेवल प्लेटफॉर्म में ट्रैवल कर रहा है सर, एक ही वजह है सर, मैंने जैसे बताया था आप लोगों को कि एक ही वजह है सर कि ओरिजिनल स्टोरीज आर नॉट कमिंग, आर प्रोड्यूसर्स आर नॉट मेकिंग फिल्म्स बेस्ड ऑन ओरिजिनल स्टोरीज। ओरिजिनल स्टोरीज का मतलब मैंने कभी ये नहीं बोला कि उड़िया स्टोरीज होना चाहिए, इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट। मेरे को ये चीज चाहिए, कुछ भी ओरिजिनल सब्जेक्ट पे आप लोग ना अगर उसमें स्टोरीज हैं और थोड़ा स्क्रीन प्ले उसमें दिखता है। देखिए, 2 तरह की चीजें, जैसे शरद चंद्र जी जो लिखते थे बंगाली में, उसमें आप पढ़ोगे तो आपको दिखेगा, वी कॉल इट स्क्रीन प्ले। तो वैसे प्रेमचंद जी का उतना नहीं था, कुछ सब्जेक्ट्स हैं उनके जो कि दिखते हैं, लेकिन उसको ट्रांसलेट करना मूवी में वेरी डिफिकल्ट। वैसे मेरे को कुछ स्टोरीज चाहिए, जो भी आप लोग लिख रहे हैं, यहाँ बहुत सारे हैं राइटर्स, तो मेरे को अगर कृपा करके आप लोग वो भेजेंगे ना थ्रू
इट विल बी एन ऑनर। आप क्या बोल रहे हैं कृपा करके? इट विल बी एन ऑनर फॉर अस।
नहीं सर, हमारे लिए तो कृपा होगी ना वो सर, क्योंकि हम लोग अभी यहाँ राइटर वर्कशॉप में करने जा रहा हूँ अभी, क्योंकि मेरे को प्रैक्टिकली आई एम सर्चिंग फॉर राइटर्स।
सर वी आर देयर सर, द होल ग्रुप इज देयर।
मेरे को दीजिए, क्योंकि हम लोग क्या करते हैं नॉर्मली उड़िया मूवीज में क्या करते हैं, सालों से ये चल रहा है, इसलिए ये हालत है। सालों से चल रहा है कि कहीं से अगर कोई कहीं पे तमिल मूवी है, तेलुगु मूवी है, हिंदी मूवी है, वो क्या दो चीजें होती है सर, एक अनुकरण होता है और एक अनुकरण होता है।
Yes.
अनुकरण जिसे एपिंग बोलते हैं,
हाँ,
जैसे मॉन्कीज
monkeys,
एपिंग बोलते हैं उसको सर। अनुकरण में अनुकरण करना चाहता हूँ अभी। मेरे को कुछ सब्जेक्ट्स वगैरह अगर है आपके पास तो काइंडली मेरे को भेजिए।
जरूर सर, जरूर, इट विल बी अ प्लेजर, इट विल बी एन ऑनर।
या सर, मेरे को बहुत बहुत चाहिए सर, सीरियसली आई एम टेलिंग दिस बिकॉज दिस प्लेटफॉर्म इज वेरी गुड। ये जो अभी केदार जी जो बोल रहे थे कि उनका एक कम्युनिटी है सर, हम लोग भी बचपन से लिखावट वगैरह सब करते थे, लेकिन सर ये प्लेटफॉर्म वगैरह कभी मिला नहीं हम लोगों को। अपने अपने हिसाब से सब लोग करते हैं। ये जो सर ने बोल रहे थे ना विक्रम जी, जो कि म्यूचुअल ओपिट सब तपाना, वो अगर नहीं होगा सर, व्हाट इज एन अवार्ड? मेरे को तो अभी तक ये समझ में नहीं आ पा रहा है कि जो लोग आईएएस बन जाते हैं उनको कैसे अवार्ड मिल जाता है। ये तो हमेशा रहता है अंदर। लेकिन सर यहाँ पे जो लोग हैं आप लोग ना सर, मेरे को थोड़ा सा हेल्प करिए इसमें।
जरूर सर।
I want to bring my industry to another platform.
सर मैं आपको बताऊं, मैंने बहुत सालों पहले 2005-6 में एक उड़िया में म्यूजिक एल्बम भी किया हुआ है, कंपोज किया था मैंने।
अरे क्या बात है सर, कांग्रेचुलेशन।
हाँ, आपके यहाँ की बहुत फेमस सिंगर है सत्यभामा समथिंग नाम, उनका नाम है शैलभामा। उन्होंने भी मेरा एक गाना गाया था। अब वो अभी यूट्यूब पे है कि नहीं है, पर और कुछ गाने हैं यूट्यूब पे, मैं लिंक शेयर करूंगा आपसे।
सर जी देखिए, मैं क्या बताता हूँ ना आपको सर, आपका जो लिखावट है सर मेरे को बहुत पसंद आया, क्योंकि आप जिस तरह से प्रेजेंट कर रहे थे सर, उसका प्रेजेंटेशन में बहुत सारे हैं। एसडी ने किया क्या, ऐसा सब्जेक्ट सर बहुत लोगों के पास है। गीता सर लाखों लोगों ने लिख चुके हैं अब तक, लेकिन अपना अपना प्रेजेंटेशन स्टाइल होता है। आपका स्टाइल बहुत प्यारा है, बहुत मस्त है सर। लेकिन मैं क्या चाहता हूँ अभी, देखिए सर 130 से ऊपर मूवीज कर चुका हूँ सर उड़िया और बंगाली में।
क्या बात है
सर, जो सॉप ओपेरा होता है ना सर, एंटर इंडिया में मुझसे ज्यादा कोई एक्टर नहीं है। मैं 16 सॉप ओपेरास आई हैव डन। कोई एक्टर, एक ही एक्टर ऐसा क्या नहीं है। 1000 से ऊपर स्टेज शोज मैंने किया है सर। लेकिन सर मैं मरा जा रहा हूँ कि मेरे को कोई ओरिजिनल सब्जेक्ट दो यार, मैं मूवी बनाऊं।
नहीं, हम लोग बिल्कुल साथ में। आप शुरू कीजिए, हम लोग साथ में हैं।
हम लोग
जी सर, वो एरादर फोरम दोनों बड़े बड़े इंसान बैठे हैं, संदल सर हैं।
मैं तो 16 बुक लिख के बैठा हूँ सर।
आइए सर, प्लीज प्लीज आइए सर, प्लीज आइए सर।
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू फॉर सच ए गुड ऑफर। हम लोग सब आएंगे आपके पास। बाद में आप बोलेंगे इतना सारा बुक देखे कि क्या करें।
नहीं सर, चाहिए सर।
Just want to say,
वगैरह भी आ गए ना सर, अभी तो बहुत सारे कंपनीज भी फॉर्म हो गए उड़ीसा में सर। वेब सीरीज के लिए भी चाहिए सर।
Hello, can I say something? Kuna Tripathi sir, first of all, I am very happy to see you. I am from Odisha actually. I am from Bhubaneswar. I am a Odia. I am an Odia. And yeah, I am from Bhubaneswar, now residing in Durgapur. And I will also write in Odia. I have plans. And if and I will provide. And very happy to.
थैंक यू वेरी मच मैम। मैंने एसडी को एक चीज बोला है सर, मेरा अभी एक उड़िया में, मैं तो उड़िया में नॉर्मली लिखता हूँ, मेरा एक पोएम का अभी रिलीज होने वाला है। रिलीज क्यों नहीं हो पा रहा है, लिख के बैठा हूं सर। उसको ट्रांसलेट करने के लिए मैंने दिया था एसडी को, उसने उसको पढ़ा और बोला कि दिस इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू ट्रांसलेट। वो भी आपके साथ में सद्दल सर बात करूंगा, अगर केदार जी के साथ भी बात करनी पड़ेगी उसके बारे में, क्योंकि उसको अगर हम ट्रांसलेट कर लेंगे ना सर, उसको मैंने फ्लोर लेवल पे रखा है मैंने। ये दिस इज एन अपॉर्चुनिटी फॉर मी एक्चुअली, क्योंकि किसका बुक यहाँ हो रहा है लोकार्पण और कौन बात कर रहा है, ये भी एक अजीब बात है। जय जगन्नाथ।
अच्छा,
थैंक यू, जय जगन्नाथ।
Priyadarshini, please don't go away. Let us. I want to introduce people to Priyadarshini. She is, now she is a coach. She is a singer, par excellent singer, and a very good writer. She has written about women empowerment, and she is, as she said, she is from Odisha, and now settled in the steel city of Durgapur. But the biggest thing about her is that she's always helpful, helping people and helping with her work. Now she is a coach also. And Priyadarshini has got some question for SD cuts. Abhi aapke paas questions aate rahenge. So be ready with answering those. Priyadarshini, please.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for giving me opportunity. And first of all, I congratulate Mr. SD sir, Sthitaprajna. I know I can pronounce his name very well, Sthitaprajna, because it is very usual name in Odisha. And I have a question for SD sir. Since you Odisha and the state is rich in history and heritage, do you have any plans to write something regarding Odisha in near future? To SD Kar, sir.
SD Kar, sir, your answer, please.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Lopamudra. Indeed, our culture is rich, and a lot of people have written on it. But I would like to write about rural Odisha, which is still virgin to the outside world. Only few places get highlighted, like Puri, Konark, Bhubaneswar, or Barbati Stadium when a cricket match happens. But the real Odisha is rural Odisha.
Yes.
Few years when I was traveling extensively to all Gram Panchayats, like Tamaldar said, I thought I will write a travelogue with the anecdotes from these travels. I had a name also. It was Biryani Days and Kingfisher Nights.
Wow.
So, and that was rural Odisha through working executives' eyes. Maybe someday I'll finish it and I'll give you a copy.
Sure. Great to know. Thank you. Thank you very much for answering.
Thank you, Mr. Kar. And we have got somebody asking you a second question. I'll just introduce her. Fatima Asraji. Now, she is a budding writer, and the biggest thing is that she has got a son. Her son is around 10 years old, and his name is Yusuf, and he has written a wonderful book. He runs a YouTube channel, and he puts a lot of information in the YouTube channel, like about supernovas, about the space, about heliopause, and all those things. Fatima Asraji, please introduce yourself and please, ask your question.
Thank you, Mr. Sadadil, for such a nice introduction. And I would like to say that I have thoroughly enjoyed this show because I'm elated to be a part of this launch event and sitting among such intellectual people. And surely I would take this opportunity to introduce my son as well. And he has recently written a book, The Adventures of Oreo and Cotton, where Oreo and Cotton are his two pet rabbits. So this story revolves around this 10-year-old boy and his two pet rabbits. And I would say that this is not just a story. It's an emotional repertoire. So I would want each one of you to please read this book and encourage the child. And most importantly, I would like to congratulate Mr. SG sir for such an amazing book, and I really look forward to reading it and recommending it in my reference group.
Your question, please, madam.
Yeah. But before I ask the question to sir, can I just introduce Yusuf, because he's insisting that he wants to say hi to everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. And his book link, please, in the chat box.
Yeah, sure. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, Yusuf.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah. So first of all, I would like to congratulate SD sir for his publish, and I would like to say I would really like you guys to support me all the way by first of all reading the book, if you may, also giving a nice review and sharing it further in your reference group.
Sure, we will do that. We'll do that. Of course, I have read your book. And you please put your link of the book. Please put the link of your book in the chat box.
Yeah. But I want to ask this question to SD sir. Like, you started your journey with a romantic story, and then you shifted to a thriller. So I would want to know, rather everyone would want to know, that what do you want to venture into next?
Thank you, Fatima ji. Well, irrespective of genre, I love storytelling. I love the process of creating stories, visualizing them. About my next project, it will be a period drama spread over 20 years. It's a story between two cyclones that my state unfortunately is Destiny's Child, and every 3-4 years we get to see a cyclone or a flood or something like that. So it is a story between two cyclones, a super cyclone and Phani, which was in 2019. So 2009 and 2019, the story is in between these periods.
Okay. Thank you so much. We really look forward to reading everything you write.
Thank you, madam. Thank you, Karsab. And the book of Yusuf, the fantastic book of Yusuf, the link is there in the chat box. Please pick it up and enjoy the book.
Mr.
And before we
was listening to Yusuf, I am reminded of, two sisters who have also sent their testimonials, and guess from where? Just have a look at yourself.
Hello guys, I'm Sarah. And I'm Samia. We are seniors in high school here in Dubai, and we both share a passion for reading books of diverse genres.
One of the recent books that has piqued our interest is The Muffled Screams of Buriganga by Mr. Sthitaprajna Debadutta Kar. I can honestly say that this is one of the most mind-bending, page-turning books for me to read.
This thriller had my heart beating out of my chest in anticipation of what's to come. And the writing style was so engaging and captivated my attention, despite the controversial topics being a tough pill to swallow.
The plot itself was pretty unique, covering topics of political and personal manners, and effectively weaving together stories that are relatable to this generation.
We congratulate you on your book, and we can't wait to see what's more coming from you, honestly. You're an incredible writer, and we're excited to read more.
Thank you.
So that was coming from Dubai, young from Dubai.
Okay, that was wonderful, coming from international audience. But Vikram sir, actually, we don't want you to take a back seat. You are the first, amongst the first person to read the book, review the book in your channel. And of course, you recommended the book to several people. We would like to hear about your experience with the book and the story.
Sure, thank you. It will be a pleasure for me to talk about the author and the book. You see, I met Mr. Kar by chance. We met through, some interaction online between authors. I was talking about my book, he was talking about his. And when he showed me this particular book and I read it, I was satisfied in depth, because after a long time I have read something which I can call a novel. There is a main storyline, okay, which is a very sensitive topic. Now, buriganga itself is, actually the real course of Ganges once upon a time, and the course got changed because rivers do change their courses over a period of time. And imagine an entire civilization shifted along with the river, but the old river, the reminiscences are still there. And it is an analogy to describe something else. As in India, we have a harmonious relationship between all cultures, all religions, and there is so much of fraternity that everybody is on an equal pedestal. But the same is not there in all countries. Be it any nationality, Asian, European, or African, the equality, the brotherhood is not as much as India. And this is where he tries to bring out a sensitive subject in such a sublime manner that nobody will get offended. He's not pointing fingers or calling names to anybody. He is telling a story because it has to be told. Now, with that kind of powerful conviction that the story has, I requested his permission to do a book review on my channel, which was viewed by thousands of people and they loved it. So then I told him that let us also, bring out this book on a digital launch. Let us bring it out across to people who are not just general people. Everybody in this gathering here is a person of great substance. So the purpose of bringing this book to people is that we introduce an author in our fraternity who is going to be a world-renowned author very soon, not too late. You have seen reviews coming from the USA and Dubai, and I'll show you further moving down east. I've got one more review from there as well. So this is about the book, and I'm looking forward to a sequel to this book because it has generated so much of curiosity in my mind that what happened after the relics reached the right place. You know, so I'm thirsty to know that, and I hope I'll be able to have a sequel in my hand very soon. Now, coming to the author, he, as you have seen interacting with him throughout the evening, he is a very down-to-earth and a humble person. But if you read his book, it feels as if it has come from a native English author. The richness of the language, the plot, the main plot, the subplot, and the interconnection between the subplots and the characters are so powerful and profound. Not a single character is there who you can say was not required in the story. Even if it is a bystander who is, giving a hard look to somebody, even that becomes a point of reference in the story. And with this, I would like to present one more testimonial coming from Singapore. And before I do that, audience, are you enjoying at all? I'm not seeing any chats in the chat box. If you are enjoying, please type in awesome. Please type in enjoying. Please type in fantastic, whatever you like. And those who are on the YouTube channel, are you enjoying as well? Let us hear some feedback from the YouTube viewers. If you have a question, if you want to say something, if you want to ask something, please bring it on. And with this, I would like to thank you. Thank you. So many lovely comments coming in now. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much. So, Mr. Kar, I need your permission to present one more book review, please.
Please go ahead, sir.
Hi everyone, my name is Neelu. I stay in Singapore. I'm currently working in a Japanese company. And I'm a mother of a 3-year-old beautiful daughter. Her name is Naisha. Amongst all of these responsibilities, I hardly get time to read books. I love reading books. And recently, I stumbled upon this book called Muffled Screams of Buriganga, written by Mr. S.D. Kar. The book is based on a crime story linked to a community in Bangladesh. The book is beautifully written and every chapter has new twists and turns. I would call it a edge of the seat thriller. However, if I will be anything else, I would be spoiling the fun. So please go and get your copies today. In the end, I would like to congratulate the author for this amazing creation. All the very best. Thank you so much.
Sir, Vikram sir, I will take 30 seconds. Not more than that.
Please.
I'm allowed. See, first of all, you see, whenever in our earlier days and all, when Amitabh Bachchan used to put a haircut and something, people used to replicate. And now Virat Kohli beard style also has come and people are replicating. And when people are taking the name of the character and explaining the things over here and they're resonating with it, I can say this book has already become a hit.
It is. You have seen it is coming down from the US.
My God.
And not in between. It is actually, a raging fire going across the world.
And I think in next 3 months, by this year end, SD Kar will be somewhere else now. Before that, I need to meet him.
Please post in your book links. Keep posting again and again. Those who are wanting to get hold of your book, the paperback. People have told that they love the paperback. Please post it. And viewers, if you are liking it, please buy it immediately. And there is a price linked to this. Whoever is buying this book will get another book, the first book which he has written in the romance genre. you will get that free of cost delivered to you. So I'll be sharing that link also in a while to claim that prize. And those who are on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to stay notified. And please post in your comments if you are willing to communicate with us. We are actively watching that chat box as well. So over to you, Satyadil. Again, we have some more questions. Satyadil, can you bring them up, please?
Yeah, before that, I resonate with what KP said. When people, take the name, they take the character of the book and talk about him or her, that means the author has done justice. Bob Dylan had once said that as a performer or as somebody who is a craftsman, you are successful only when you go on the stage and people shout out your lyrics. So when we are talking about buriganga, we are talking about Adyasha, we are talking about Jamshed. That means, SD Kar, you have done total justice with the subject and the book. You have done a fantastic job.